Welcome to my messy shop. Messy. Today, since I did all morning of working with this bad boy, I thought I'd give you my thoughts and impressions on it. I've had this for about a year and a half-ish. Yeah, I think I bought it around that. And I think I bought it for around 500 or 550 Canadian. This is DW734. A lot of other people have the 735, which is the better one in my opinion. I bought this one because it was number one, cheaper, and number two, it would do almost everything that his big brother would do. And his big brother at the time was $7.99 Canadian, so it's a big price difference. So I opted to go with this one, and I did quite a bit of planing. I built my bench, which is in another video, which I'll link in the corner. I did, what else did I do? Oh, I made a bunch of these. These are my versions of dominoes. I made a domino-ish, it's a slot mortar, sir. And that'll be in a future video once I get it running, tuned, and looks nice, and I'll shoot that one. But for now, we're going to talk about this guy. So this guy, sorry, cars. Oh, I am on a busy street. This guy can go 6 inches tall, 12.5 wide, has 3 knives. So anything in this price range, at the time when I bought it, and I did buy it, nobody else bought this, nobody else influenced my decision. So at the time that I bought this, everybody else in this price range were 2 knives. So I thought, well, this one's got 3 knives. That's awesome. Downfall in these knives, actually this one and the 735, is you can't resharpen them. It's once they're done. You just take it out and replace them. What's good about this one is that this one already came with the tables, front and back. What else can I say about this? It has worked pretty good. It's you get into the harder woods, and for some reason it doesn't want to roll through. You have to actually force it, push it through. Even though you're making a very minute cut, the roller still don't engage. Today I cut a whole pile over here. I don't know if you can see that, but I worked on a job site, and I had a bunch of tonnage. So these big concrete panels were on these tonnage, and I'm feeling them. I was like, wow, these are heavy. I was like, so I asked the guy to take them home, and say, yeah, sure. So I took it home, and I found out it's poplar, and there's a couple oak in there too. So I decided to middle it all up, and I'm going to use it for my stair treads in my house. So I just haven't decided on thickness or anything, and I built the slot mortar so that way I can join them, because I'm going to have to rip them all in half, join them all up to make my treads. But anyways, so there's not too much I can complain except for dust collection or the chips. That has got to be my biggest beef on this thing. It cuts okay. It's not the greatest cut. It's only a single speed, so you turn it on, that's it. Where the 735 has a dual speed, so you have your hogger, and then you have your finer cuts for very minute sanding. This one's not bad, but it's not great. Dust collection on this has got to be my biggest complaint, and the size. The other one I like because it seems more compact, so it's like here, but it'll go 6 inches tall too, where this one's already tall. So I'll take you around the back side. Now this little piece is my add-on. I just usually take it off, and this is what usually happens, is chips just bugger up there. But the biggest part about this thing is that this is so small this little neck, that you get any heavy cut and it'll clog up in here every time. So you make one pass, you're gonna have to stop and clean it out. It's such a pain in the ass for this. That's my biggest beef on this thing. Besides that, it's a good entry-level planer. There's not much else I can complain about it, other than the cuts are perfect. There we go. So I can't complain on it. It's good for someone that doesn't do this full time, and I don't do this full time. Like I said, I'm making stair treads right now. So once I rip cut all the big 4x4s, then I'm gonna replane them again to get them to the size that I want. Then I'm gonna join them all together and then finish plane them and then sand them and they're ready. But for what I paid for this, it's done me okay. Like I said, I have 2 buckets full of chips that I've done today, and dust collection's the biggest pain in the ass. Where the other one's got a vacuum that pushes it out. I can even hook this thing up to my vacuum, and every 2 passes I gotta stop and clean out that chute. The chute is not big enough, not even close, especially if you're taking big hogger cuts, which people do every once in a while. So would I buy this again? Probably not. I would probably end up waiting or spending the extra money and get the 735. 2 speeds. That's a 13-inch capacity, 6-inch tall. It's got better chip collection or chip extraction. Yeah, it's just a little bit more money, and it's 2 speeds where you can have a nice finer cut. So I would probably not get this. It was good for me at the time because this is what I could afford, and it was the best bang for my buck, so to speak. And it served me okay. I can't complain a huge amount, but I would spend the extra and get the bigger brother. For sure. So that is what my opinion is on this planer. Questions, comments, put them in the usual spot. I will have at some point the slot mortars are going. I'm probably not going to do, I have a joiner right in back of me. I'm probably not going to do that because I'm not happy with it at all. It was cheap, and there's reasons why it was cheap. But I'm just going to leave it at that. Now I just got to clean up my mess. Like I said, I've been planing all morning. So clean a big mess and then put it away. That's it. So if you like it, give me a thumbs up. That's my opinions on it. So next time, guys. Bye for now.